Hello everyone, this is Ron from High Tech Legion, and this is the Arctic Sound E461-BM earphones. And as you can see, there is a window here, or a preview of what the E461-BM looks like. And here at the back, you have just a little table of specifications there, showing the frequency response ranging from 17 Hz to 26 kHz, and the impedance at 12 ohms. Now, here is the interesting thing about this E461-BM. It's because the frequency response curve that this is from Arctic Cooling's internal testing, of course, shows that it has a very good, is equally sensitive to all frequencies. So the resulting sound is a much more accurate compared to other earphones and around this price range. So that's what this E461-BM earphones are designed for. It's just the priority is not to provide superior bass and for music, but this is actually aimed more for the, and rather for, it's not for gaming, but this is aimed for a really clear audio and precise audio output compared to other earphones. And here on the side of the box you get a preview of what the package contents are. You have, of course, the E461-BM earphones itself, and you have silicone caps, cable clip, cable splitter, travel case, cable, and a cable winder. So that's what we should do. We should just open it up now. I've already removed the seals on each side, and see what we can find. It's just, oh, thing first came out. This is a wire clip you can attach to your E461-BM, and of course your shirt, so that the cable doesn't move around. Alright, the interesting thing is that here you can see that it is compatible with the iPad, iPhone, and iTouch. It uses some features listed there. You have the Neodymium magnet drivers, and of course we already mentioned some of the other features. It has a preview there of what the internal workings are like. You have the stainless mesh filter in front, and aluminum capsule, and the neodymium magnet drivers right in the middle. So let's actually just take this out of the package. We can take a closer look. Here you have the two sets of caps here. Just take them out. You can see there's two versions of these. These appear to be single flange silicone caps, and on this other set you have this one is more rounder. They all have three sizes: small, medium, and large. One is rounder, while the other one is sort of more angled, as you can see there. And let's move these aside. Of course, we already saw the clip, and here is the convenient carrying pouch with the embossed Arctic Cooling design there. It's black, so it matches completely. So enough room for the contents of your E461-BM package. And here you have the cable winder. Now this is also silicone, so it's very flexible, and it fits right inside there. It's very convenient. And let's move that aside. Here is an adapter. Of course, you have this is the microphone and the audio jack, where you attach the single TRRS connector from the E461-BM if you want to connect it to your laptop or maybe your computer if you want to do some gaming or some chatting. And let's free this from packaging, and I can take a closer look. And here we have the E461-BM out of the packaging. And before we do that, we should actually just take a quick glance at the installation manual that came with it. There's actually a multi-language installation guide, and not so much installation, but the user's guide. And it shows, of course, the package contents on top and how to use the E461-BM. There's various ways that you can just straight plug it in, or you can do it over the ear for convenience. Most of the time, some people do it this way, so you lessen the noise coming in from the cabling. And of course, depends on your comfort level. And also, you want to use the even if you think you have a large ear canal, you should use the proper size silicone cap so that it will fit snugly inside, and you'll have a much more positive audio experience. And here is the inline remote controls, some functions in there. And while we're going through that, let me just show you. And it's actually here in the microphone itself. It's built in. The microphone is right there. That little dot right there is the microphone, while here is the inline control button. It's a single button. It's slightly raised there. So my only concern is that if it's slightly raised, if it's it can easily get hit when it is in your hitting your jacket or your clothing, for example. I would have liked it if they made it so that it's flush with the body, so it's not as easy to hit all the time. But we'll point that out later once we run it through test, and we'll see how well how sensitive this button really is. But for here, you have the options. Of course, this uses the TRRS plugin transfer for sending signals. So it is compatible with those devices that use TRRS, that can accept TRRS plugs. Now for the remote controls, since it's a single button, it has a different actions for depending on the amount of clicks you use at a given time. For example, a double click will do a next track and a previous track for a triple click, while a single click will pause the playback. For example, if you're listening from your iPhone or an iPod. And you also can use the functions when you're making or receiving calls. Now it has for just more it's like how to use the cable splitter in there. The green rings, of course, color coded, so that's very convenient. You have the green rings for the headphone, while the pink rings are for the microphone. At the bottom, of course, the cable winder, just to keep it or keep things organized. And at the very bottom, you have the warranty information. It states that the E461-BM carries a 2-year limited warranty. And here is the unit itself. See that the TRRS plug is black, and there is no cable frame protection at the end, but the cable itself is actually it's sturdier than most cables that I've experienced with the earphones in this price range. And it's fairly long. It's not too long, and it's just perfect length. This is just basically with the Arctic logo right there in the middle. It's just an area where the cables split up. And here, of course, we already looked at the inline microphone. Now the inline microphone, interestingly enough, has these cable protections on each end, so they should last longer from for all the tugging and the pulling. It'll take a certain amount of use. And of course, here, as we'll see, trying to look for the indicator which one's the left or right earphone. Actually, it's hard to see, but right when you look closely there, it says this is the left earphone. So the left one has the microphone. So when you wear this, it will actually sit right around your mouth area. So it's the microphone can pick up your speech. Now let me just remove the silicone cap here. See that it is very lightweight. It looks big, but it is actually very lightweight at all. It looks deceptively lightweight because it looks metallic, but it's actually, I think it's plastic. It is definitely plastic, and it's sort of a chrome finished, and reminds me of all the 50s sci-fi kind of color chrome scheme. Looks interesting. Looks like a throwback. But here, let's remove this silicone cap here. You can replace these with, of course, any of these six other replacement single flash caps. And here you have the neodymium drivers inside. It's not much room in there, so don't expect too much bass, but it should, as you can see, it looks to be a dynamic driver, and there's enough air pulling in from the back. And it has a metal mesh in the front, which is usually around this price range. That's pretty good. And let's see what else we should do is just, of course, plug in our E461-BM into various devices, start with some music listening, and see how well it performs. Well, since this is designed for clear audio clarity, I'll probably test it run some audio lectures and some podcasts, and let's see how well it also performs, of course, in music and a little bit of gaming.